Now we are talking about needs, wants, and value of target markets. The marketing concept is based on the principle that all the activity of an organization should be geared to meeting the needs and wants of these customers. This implies that the organization must allocate satisfaction resource, attention and effort to constantly researching and monitoring and evaluating the needs, wants and changing values of those customers. Organizational survival depends on the firm's ability to secure repeat business amongst its customers. Repeat business are purchased only occurs if and when customer satisfaction has been achieved, and an satisfied customer will on the next occasion buy a competitor's product or services, and may also spread an favorable word of mouth message about a company or its products. Customer satisfaction only results when the product, service, or the organization meets the exact needs, wants, and value of its customers. Now let's talk about those topics. The first is needs. A need can be defined as a state of real or perceived deprivation. It can also be thought of as a state of imbalance of equilibrium. For example, when an individual has gone without food for some time, there is a feeling of deprivation or imbalance between feeling hungry and not feeling hungry. All human needs stem from our basic psychological, social, and individual needs for food, shelter, warmth, safety, belonging, affection, knowledge, and self-expression. A need can also be thought of as a problem. The recognizing of the problem prompts an individual towards problem-solving behavior. A hungry person, therefore, will take action towards correctly the imbalance or the problem, and buy or prepare something to eat. Need or recognition of a problem is the starting point of all buying behavior, including the buying behavior in organizations for purchasing industrial products and services. Now let's talk about wants. We translate our needs into wants that are heavily influenced by social and cultural norms or individual personality. For example, a need for clothing is not merely to serve the purpose of covering the body, but it's translated into one of a fashionable pair of jeans that conforms to an individual's peer group behavior and acceptance. The customer is in this case has not purchased a physical product but a number of benefits that may occur for the label, manufacturer, or design of the pair of jeans. Likewise, a manufacturer of chemical product may think that farmers need fertilizers, therefore place considerable effort in promoting and selling of the future of his chemicals. What the farmer really need is gritty yield if crop from their soil. Here, as customer for industrial products, the farmer will be buying benefits of a particular manufacturer's fertilization and solving a common problem, which human needs remain constant. For example, we will always need clothing or wants change in line with our age, fashion, economic conditions, technology, culture, and society. And then we talk about values. All customers have values made up of attitudes and beliefs that affect their perception and buying behavior. Beliefs can also be thought of as knowledge, opinion of our faith, depending on whether they can be verified by personal experience, or by research. An opinion is a belief which has not yet been verified, and faith is a belief that is unverifiable but nevertheless adhered to apa sih lupa. For example, if customers believe that manufacturers of aerosol-based products contribute to damaging the ozone layer, they may decide to stop using such product and look for alternatives. Manufacturers of deodorants and air refresher have recently changed their products and emphasize their concern to the environment in marketing terms. Therefore, we can see this an example for how a customer's need for social acceptance and belonging has now been translated into one of an ozone friendly deodorant that would nevertheless ensure effective control of body odor. An attitude can be defined as an individual continuous favorable or unfavorable mental evaluation, emotional feelings, or a tendency to act toward some object or idea. Attitudes influence beliefs, and beliefs influence attitudes. Because attitude involve thinking as well as emotional feeling and vary in intensity. They can be measured for use in marketing product and services. Although attitude measurement is difficult to ensure the attitude is measurement is difficult. There are many methods that can help marketers to change customer attitudes or change their products to meet those attitudes. Definition of marketing concept also specifies that organizational must determine the needs, wants, and value of target markets. This means that rather than marketing and promotion products and service to everybody in the hope that they might be bought. A shotgun approach, I think. It is much more effective to target products to groups of customers with different needs or characteristics. Okay, guys. At the end of this chapter, I will explain just a little bit about make a profit. I think bingung dah. If we accept the fact that purpose of an organization is to create customers, it follows that marketing is the sole revenue generating activity. In any manufacturing organization, there are four business functions essentially to its operation and growth. These are finance, production, personnel, and marketing. The first point is revenue generated by sales turnover have to be managed and controlled or finance for investment raised from shareholder or institutions, and the function absorb cash resources. The production in finance by revenue and share capital also cost the organization in terms of factor of productions, raw material, and warehousing for stock control. And the people needs to be found, managed, and administrated. Therefore, personal skills are essential where people are employed, for example, to manufacture the product and administer and administers the operations and represent an ongoing cost to the organization. Through these three functions, an organization can raise the financial produce the products by employing premises, machinery, and people, but so far has not generated any revenue. Cash only comes into a company when it has customer who is willing to make a transaction. Marketing, although requires an investment in terms of marketing research, new product development, and promotions, is the sole revenue generating function in any organization. The marketing function creates the customers that provide a business with the necessary sales turnover from which to realize a profit. This fact is often taken from generated by production managers who use the company revenue and financial people who manage and control the money in the business. The realizations of the importance of marketing function in creating customers and generating revenue has led many organizations to review and change the definition of what business they are in. Okay, rather than thinking that they manufacture or sell, they now think in terms of what they market. For example, British Telecom is not longer operating as a telephone company, but are in the business of marketing telecommunication systems. Smiths do not just sell books, are in marketing and retailing of leisure products business. Indes and other organizations such as McDonald's, fast food retailers, Marks and Spencer, for example, which fully implement the marketing concept. The whole of company become a marketing organization and look to develop, manufacture, and sell products and services from the marketing point of view. Having an understanding of the purpose of an organization and of the marketing concept is relatively easy to develop a precise meaning of the terms marketing. Uh, a simple definition and is human activity aimed at satisfying customer needs and want through an exchange process, providing customers with benefits that satisfy their wants for payment and profit. In simple societies, when demand exceeded supply, business was a straight line transaction between a product or a simple and customers. And I mean, a product or a supplier and customers. A manufacturing company may profit by concentrating on producing efficiently. Consideration of customers' need came at the end of a long chain of events. The customers, the customer was thought of as a problem solely for the sales force whose task was to sell what had been produced. Uh, I mean, a modern business operating in economic or abundant supply is much more complex because customers are under no compulsion to consume all that is available, and there are numerous alternatives to choose from. Organizations have to appeared by focusing and meeting customers' needs. Um, a product idea or services is therefore really offered directly to the customers. It first has to go through research and development to meet the precise needs of a target market. Uh, then it has to be produced in commercial quantity and qualities. It has to be carefully priced, promoted, and finally distributed and sold in the marketplace. All this activity has to be coordinated by a policy making function. That functional is marketing in its broadest sense. Marketing or marketing concept lah ya, or marketing concept essentially focus on all the activities of the organization and satisfying customers needs by coordinating, integrating with the other business functions to accomplish the organization long-term objective. Uh, the marketing concept as an operational philosophy does not imply that other business functions such as production and finance are secondary, nor does it suggest that customers' needs can only be met through large sales volume. The marketing concept requires integrating, coordinating, and communicating such diverse marketing activities as product development, pricing, sales forecasting, marketing research, direct marketing, public relation, advertising, and selling. It is an essence of unifying force within the organization, and therefore closely coordinate with other business functions. Okay, guys. Okay, I think that's all that I can inform to you, and thanks for your attention. See you next time.